Welcome, welcome. Today we are discussing empties for this previous month, June 2024. So we're going to start on the left with candles. This was the Chesapeake Bay Mind and Body Confidence and Freedom Oak Moss and Amber candle. This is the first one of these I've used. I have a couple more from when they were on sale on Amazon a while back, and I think what I figured out is I'm just not into this kind of scent. I don't know. It's not bad. It's just not what I gravitate to. So I don't know that I would get any more of those. This is my favorite candle company. This is the Frostbeard Studio Fairy Tale Ending candle, which smells like honey and champagne bubbles. And I would agree with that. It's not my favorite, but of theirs. And then these were actually my last, this was my very last Frostbeard Studio candle, which I'm happy about because I wanted to use up some of my older candles before I get newer ones. So this one is the Old Forest. It is rosewood, fig, dirt, and spices. And again, not my very favorite, but not bad. I'm like smelling them as I talk about them. So in the back we have the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Lotion for dry skin. It is fragrance free. It's fine. I didn't love it. It wasn't my favorite. I'm not running out to get it again, but I wouldn't like not get it in the future, but I probably would pick something else, I guess. And then one that I would definitely get again is the Prequel Barrier Therapy. Actually, I already have like 2 more bottles of this. That one's been very good for face and body. And then we have this Kopari Tahitian Vanilla Hydrating Body Wash. This I probably wouldn't get it again. It's a very strong vanilla smell. So the good thing was it didn't set off my asthma. It just kind of was like really, really strong. So if you want a body wash that like lingers, this was nice, but it was a little too scented for me. I'm currently using the guava one right now, which I really like. It doesn't want to stay. Yes, things want to fall. To the right there is just a Grove hand soap. This one is Wild Grass and Neroli, and I've officially now used up all the scented ones, so I'm just down to the fragrance-free ones I have from Grove. Trying to use those up. And I still have not renewed my Grove subscription, and honestly I don't think I'm going to. It's been a few months now of not having it, and I think it's been really good for me to see that I don't really need all that stuff. And it was really just piling up a little bit, just because they always have so many deals and it's hard to say no to them. So opting out has been good. And this is the Vanilla Clean It Zero. This is the Jumbo Original Cleansing Balm. Very nice. Vanilla is my favorite cleansing balm. The Lab Prebiotic Cera Cream Mist is nice. It is something that I went through really quickly, so I don't see me like running out to get this again because I went through it in like less than 2 weeks. So there's just a lot more cost-effective stuff out there. It was nice, but yeah. Here's another thing I wouldn't get again. I feel like when I get a Volition product, it's because there was a sale in FabFitFun. And I'm kind of at this point where I'm like, why am I getting really expensive brands on sale when I could just get, you know, a more affordable brand that has good ingredients and not worry about the price because they're affordable. So, yeah, this is the Snow Mushroom Water Serum. I finished it up. I have very little to say about it, except that it's gone now and I don't see me buying this again. Similar to this OC Sea Minerals Mist, I'd actually had this before I went fragrance free, and yeah, I think I just liked the idea of it. I liked that it had this kind of beachy theme and was pretty, and once again, it just doesn't really do anything for me. I just have way better toners and essences and things like that. So I did use this up. Also, the sprayer on this is absolutely terrible, and this is a pretty expensive brand. So again, this was a FabFitFun discounted item, but the sprayer in this just like attacks you in the face. So I was definitely not like spraying it directly. So right now I'm using the Peach and Lily, and that one has like a really good mister on it. This one does not. So then this is the L'Occitane oil to milk facial makeup remover. This was pretty good. It does have a little bit of a scent to it, but I didn't notice any like actual fragrance components, and it was fine on my eyes. It did remove makeup. So this was from the advent calendar last year that my mom sent me, and this one worked pretty well. I can't use very many L'Occitane products, so just because the fragrance tends to be too much and bothers my skin. So this was a pleasant surprise. Not something I would probably get again because I don't really buy stuff from them. This was another gift from my mom. It's the Josie Marin Argan Reserve Argan Oil, and unfortunately the bottle was leaking, so I put the oil into here and then sprayed it out, and that made it much better. Use that up. I used up another Lume unscented. This stuff is great. I like to alternate it with antiperspirant. Over here I have another one of these Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Probio Cica Enriched Cream. This is really nice. It's like this weird kind of stringy cream. It's a really fun texture. It feels really good. I will say though, I do go through this quite fast. So it's probably not heavy enough for me and my dry skin, but it is really nice. Another one that wasn't heavy enough for my dry skin, this is the Versed Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream. And I really thought with Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream, moisturizer for serious hydration, made for dryness and aging skin, not enough for me. This one was lighter than this one. So again, nothing wrong with it, perfectly fine, just not enough for my very dry skin. So this is a little mini Drunk Elephant Behydra Intensive Hydration Serum. Perfectly good hydration serum, not something I will ever probably be buying. Skin Fix Barrier Plus Foaming Oil Cleanser. This was a good one. This is like a little 1 ounce mini. It was good, and it lasted me a couple of different sojourns. We have, okay, these are just a couple little packets. This was the Outset Firming Vegan Collagen Serum and Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hydrating Moisturizers. These seemed solid for packet samples. Over here we have the iUnique Centella Calming Daily Sunscreen. This was a good one. I do think I might have gotten it a little too close to my eyes once or twice. But overall this is good, and I like that it is in a 60 milliliter, so it's 2 ounces instead of 1.7 like the standard. So that gives it, you know, a tiny bit more value. And then this is the Dove Sensitive. This one's fragrance-free antiperspirant, which is absolutely impossible to find. So I was really excited to find this, and it came in a 3-pack off Amazon. So I'm glad I liked it because I have 2 more. This was another gift from my mom. This is the Beekman 1801 Pure Goat Milk fragrance-free hand cream. This is, again, one of those things where it's a perfectly good hand cream. It's just not enough for my super dry skin, so I tend to layer it with like this first and then a heavier lotion on the outside, or like oil or something like that. This is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. This is one that I've used a bunch of times, and it's good. The only thing I don't love is that it does have some old generation filters that do smell like sunscreen, but weirdly, once I put it on, it doesn't bother me, and it's a nice texture. So I've used several of these. All right, moving into the bottom down here, I have some nails. These were literally the most complimented nails I have ever worn. This is the Color Effects by Impress, and the shade is After Hours. It's a real cute light blue. Love these, and they stayed on really well. I mean, I do add NYK1 nail glue to them, but I think it was like 2.5 weeks before one fell off, and I had to add a new one. And then the other set that I wore recently is YOLO, which is one I've had before and really like. It's just plain yellow. So I have nothing on right now. I don't know. I might stay that way for a minute, just give my nails a break. Then I've just got a few, this is just a few bar soaps that David uses. I just kind of have him use those in the shower, and then he also used up, this is finally the very, I think this is, no, there's one more in the shower. I had a deal a couple of years ago for some Biossance sets, and I'm still having him use up the cleansers. These have a little essential oil in them, and so I'm avoiding using them on my eyes because I really scrub at my eyes to get makeup off, so works out better for him to use these. But I have one more of these, slowly but surely, and we're getting through the collection. And then his other empties were just these two Gold Bond Eczema Relief. I love this. David loves this. It's great for his eczema, but it's such a thick lotion that this delivery system is terrible. So I'm honestly sad about it, but I think I'm gonna buy him the tubes instead of these because there's so much lotion left down here, and I'm constantly like trying so hard to get stuff out, and it's really hard. So packaging, not the best, but I do really like the lotion, and it's very helpful for his eczema. So on to the makeup down here. So we have two of the M Cosmetics lip cushion tinted lip luminizers. So the first one I finished up was Faded Clementine. Now obviously these are very small, so that's why I've been able to finish so many of them, but I'm super excited because I'm currently on the very last one right now. I had all of them except for the clear, and I finished all of them except for Venetian Rose, which is the one I'm working on at the moment. This one, which I also finished in June, is Angele. I can barely get anything out of there, but there it is. So both very pretty colors. I like this formula quite a bit, but obviously it's not, you know, cost effective. These are pretty small, but it was cool to be able to use them up. So trade-offs, you know. And then speaking of a product that lasted forever, this is the Etude House Drawing Eyebrow. Oh, the shade on this is dark brown, and I have probably had this thing close to a year, honestly, and it was less than $3. It was $2 and some change, and I think I got it from Stylovonic because that's where I get the majority of my K-Beauty. Here's the color. You can kind of see it a little bit. It's a pretty light product, which is kind of nice, but it isn't super precise, so I'm not running out and getting this again, but I could see getting it in the future maybe, but I'm not sure because there are ones I like better, but this is a solid one if you don't mind that kind of wide. It's kind of like wide and sheer. It's a little bit like drawing on with a crayon, kind of. That's sort of what it feels like. I'm using the RMS one right now, and I like that better, but obviously very big difference in price. This is the Say mascara. What do we call this? Mascara. It's very tiny. 101, mascara 101. The shade is black. It is a mini. This is one of the last things, I think this is the last thing from my Sephora set, which was like 5 mascaras and a voucher like 2 years ago. So it takes me a minute to get through these, but yeah, so this was a good one. I've used it about 2 months, so obviously I probably could get a little more out of there, but I'm pretty careful with my mascara because I have extremely sensitive eyes. So I've switched over to, I just recently got the Tower 28, the brown, I think it's a Drift, is it Drift mascara? But yeah, this was a good one. And then the e.l.f. Wow Brow is a favorite of mine. I believe the shade on this is like deep brown. Deep, I think it's deep brown. It's a very tiny. But this is really good. I like it a lot. It's just like Glossier Boy Brow. I've been using it well over 6 months, even though it has, I realized it's got a 3-month shelf life on it, and I try really hard to follow the shelf life of things, but this lasted me 6 months with no issues. but it is definitely time to retire it. I probably could get a little more out of there, maybe. But I've used it literally every day, or, you know, close to every day, every work day at least, for 6 months. So it's time. And I switched over to Eco Brow, which is really, really liquidy. Honestly, I feel like I like this one better than any of the other ones I try. All right, that is all the things. And then my next video is going to be a whole bunch of declutters. So we'll just go ahead and move on to that. Thank you so much for watching.